Hey everybody, Tommy the Iron Beast, welcome back to the channel. Finally, I'm getting back into some more Reacher. We're in episode 5, No Apologies. What does it say? As the mystery deepens, Reacher teams up with an old colleague and Finley makes a shocking discovery. Okay, well I'm guessing the colleague is going to be the woman he spoke to on the phone. I forget her name. Obviously, as he goes deeper into his investigation, he'll need more expert help. And of course, if she's was on his team or something like that, she's going to have the skills and the way of thinking to be able to move faster with him. That makes a lot of sense. So what's happened so far? We had the assassins that he took out. Then we had the new assassins that came after him. They were one step ahead of him at the hotel. He went to the hotel to get his brother's gear, and they were already waiting for him. They'd been there, grabbed the gear, and were waiting for him. Then he found the clue. In that last episode, I felt a bit sorry for Molly Beth. She seemed like such a sweetie. She seemed really broken up about Joe being killed and all that kind of thing, and she was trying to do her thing as well. Track on and be part of their mission and just get the information they needed. Then she just got senselessly murdered. So I think there's possibly two lots of killers or assassins at play here, maybe two different groups of people, because obviously the assassins that are coming after Reacher and that have been brought in, they're either sending a message in their killings or they're doing things pretty clean and pretty fast. Whereas Molly Beth, I think she was an unnecessary kill. There was a high chance, even if they thought she had the information, they knew that she wouldn't have passed up the line, because obviously they would have known that Joe was trying to keep things pretty hush-hush while he was figuring things out as well. And they would have known that by the fact that he didn't have a whole lot of troops coming looking for him after he died and stuff like that, or after they killed him. You know what I mean? So it seems to me like that's just more of a personal thing, like maybe low-level thugs or killers or just hired guns, that kind of thing, that don't think very tactically at all. They just took her out, left her half alive, dragged her down the subway tunnel. Would have been easy just to knock her on the back of the head and just run and make it look like a snatch and grab, really, if they'd have been half professional. Do you know what I mean? There are heaps of other ways to do it. But I think that's just going to trigger Reacher off on even more of a sort of a vendetta type mission. That's saying something, because he's already going to obviously be on a revenge mission for his brother in the first place. You can definitely see he's got that more humane side to him and that sort of compassionate side, where I think if you're in the fray and you're at war, fair enough, it is what it is. You get what you deserve, that kind of thing. But for him, someone like Molly Beth, who was an innocent bystander, really, she would have had no idea about it all till he actually said, "Can you search through files and get it all together for me and come see me, hand them to me in person?" So I think that's probably going to weigh heavily on him. You can definitely tell with Reacher, even though he's this real hard-ass guy, you can definitely see he's got a huge amount of compassion as well. And that was evident when he tried to sort of protect Roscoe, but then of course she got pissed off and just slapped him for it and yelled at him. And of course Finley's just sort of mulling along, trying to figure out, he's realised there's no one he can really trust at all apart from Roscoe and Reacher. So yeah, going to be interesting to see where we go. One thing's for sure, we're halfway through the season now and it's moving pretty fast. So let's get straight in, see what it's all about.
Successful search and seizures of...
So they're all feeling down because of the death and dead end for their investigation with that info as well.
We shouldn't have left her.
Call 911.
The only way to make Molly Beth's death mean something is by catching whoever killed her. Pull over.
The last thing you need is something that's going to trigger him even more.
What the hell are we doing?
Collar's cutting him.
Told you to stay.
And he's feeling it. He deserved it. What a jerk.
Okay.
Last car they gave me is full of bullet holes. Need a new one.
Reacher's just always on his mission.
Stage house parking lot.
I never should have let her get involved.
Knew it. Yeah, I knew he'd blame himself for it. These are some serious cars. Oh, that's mean. That is a beast. Nice.
How come your owner's buying you and your pals so much feed?
Is that what was on Hubble's shoes? Yeah, okay. I love that he's just cruising around in all Hubble's cars. Oh, shit. Man, she gets so much crap. She's just trying to do her job. Yeah, it's not a good time to trigger Reacher. He's already, like, on the edge.
Sucker for the M80s, cherry bombs.
Heck of jerks. What a jerk.
Look, it's the war criminal.
They call him a raw criminal. He's huge and they're going to make fun of him.
Emmett here, you actually got something in common.
They haven't got much brain.
Football. According to your records, you played one game for Army.
They kicked me off.
What for?
Being too violent.
He's had enough of them all, and I don't blame him. That guy's a dick.
What kind of man are you? An insecure, spoiled rich boy hiding behind daddy's money. I really want to know what kind of man enjoys intimidating a woman half his size.
Yeah.
You're the kind of guy that knows things. You knew I'd come after you when I saw what you did to Roscoe. But know what you don't know?
He doesn't give a shit.
What it feels like when I hit you.
Now let me tell you something about Roscoe Conklin. That little cock tease.
Oh, I love the way he fights. It's good fighting.
Drop it. The knife, bro. I drop you, KJ.
Oh, the team are here. That's cool. Dude's got some fire in him, though. Look at him. Look at his eyes.
This ain't over.
That's it. You get him out of here.
Junior and the boys were just minding their own business when this guy came in and started tearing up the place.
Right, so he's in Kleiner's pocket. Yep.
A good citizen of Margrave.
He's got some fire in him, that guy.
Molly Beth died because she cared about a reacher.
Doesn't want it to happen to her as well.
Are you kidding me? No. I just got the report mixed up with something else. Motherfucker, fuck you.
Easy. What's going on?
Teal just fired me.
You guys have been running around, not in the office that much. He's getting suspicious.
What about him?
Kleiner isn't pressing charges. The lawsuit lets me ask for discovery about KJ for character impeachment. They don't want that. We go back to Joe's punch list.
Professors are still out of the country, and your friend Neely is looking into the Memphis angle.
So it's down to Gray's files. But he left you.
Oh, the gun. Yeah, the gun box.
A year before he died.
People thinking about suicide normally give away their prized possessions right before they take their lives, not a full year prior.
There was a note or an inscription or something. Surely she's been through that box. I would have.
Fuck.
Nice. Fake joint.
Was there any kind of file cabinet or lockbox in Gray's house when he died?
No.
When we were at the motel in Alabama, you said Gray used to get his hair cut once a week.
Yeah.
Why does a man with hardly any hair need a weekly trim?
Oh, the hairdresser guy. Yeah.
Nobody but you. He wanted you to know that he was proud of his girl.
Oh, boom. This will be all his secret files he kept. Mean. So he had his own investigation going on as well then.
He left me daisies.
Kleiner has 116 cattle, all bought at once.
Oh my god, here we go with the cows again.
It's a weird number. Who buys 116 cattle? It's a hell of a lot
A lot of animal feed.
Well, it was.
This is not a lead.
Humor me.
When my uncle got up to around 120 head, he had to file with the state. Why?
So Kleiner stops at 116, just under the number where he'd be subject to state inspectors coming on his land.
It's an excuse to get the animal feed, but what's a feed for?
Animal feed, I swear to God, you're not going to have to worry about Kleiner because I will cut your balls off myself.
You wouldn't happen to have any fruit or salad, would you, Mr. Mosley?
I got tomato salad between two slices of bread right in front.
I'm pretty sure that guy was on hard target.
He reviewed every tax return for the Kleiner Fund.
He's been buying everyone's silence.
Oh yeah, the Kleiner Fund is like funding everybody.
See anything off with Kleiner or suspect anything? Kleiner has already bought their loyalty with the Kleiner Fund.
We need direct proof linking counterfeit cash to Kleiner, and we don't have it.
Why Margrave?
I'll show you why.
It'll be where it's located.
It's perfectly located for distribution. Kleiner's trucks can avoid federal interstates for most of the trip.
So then he has a police chief murdered?
It's the Coast Guard blockade.
And Kleiner's stateside running low on supply. But they don't have the money to do it, so they're printing their own. You and the FBI can figure all that out after the people that killed Joe are dead.
They fucking murdered him.
Gray knew he was being targeted. That's why he gave the gun a whole year before he was dead.
I don't want to do it.
Sir. Ma'am.
Last chance to save Dad's job. Oh, this kid's a jerk.
Joe.
I'm very sorry for what happened. I have no excuse for my actions.
Your turn, Richard. Apologize.
No.
Look at my son.
I'm sorry, the left side of his face doesn't look like the right.
Alright, they're definitely moving now. He's stuck by his guns.
You want to save your town, avenge Gray, good. Bad people should get what's coming to them. No apologies. Neely, she said she wanted dinner at 10, but instead she had it at 6. 10-6 is MP radio code for send civilian police. And she's taking a shot at me for being a civilian now. Neely doesn't like meeting new people.
How the hell are you gonna find her?
Won't be a problem. Neely grew up broke. She'll choose a decent discount hotel, close to public transportation. Near a place to eat that's reasonably priced and isn't a chain restaurant. I knew I'd track you down.
10 years together as special investigators, I know how you think. Figured I'd come to Midtown, avoid tourists. I know after a morning flight with no meal service, Jack the Beanstalk's going straight for the mess hall. You're not that complicated. I want a Cocoa Puffs.
Wait, so you aren't staying across the street?
Four Seasons.
Private contractor. Yeah.
Miles. Got beignets. Masticate on the move.
Someone that speaks his language.
If anybody had a parabolic mic, we'd see him. So to speak freely.
The JW on your brother's punch list was an EPA investigator named Jimmy Dupree Wilkes, dead Fed. Determined it was a random burglary gone bad. Forklifts don't use silencers. The body was beaten like a piñata post-mortem.
Like Joe.
That's what they did to my brother.
You're gonna kill a whole lot of people, aren't you?
Already started.
Memphis cop O'Coin? He and his partner are gonna take us to meet a CI, low-level hitman who might know who was hired to kill Wilkes. They made files disappear at a federal agency. You're not tracking some corporal who punched his sergeant. These people are connected and stone-cold killers. If something happens to you, it would be like losing two friends. You know, given your size.
The guy I like for the murders was ordering 18-wheelers full of animal feed when he doesn't need nearly that much.
Hell of a lot of animal feed, though.
That's why I like you, Neely.
He's in the pod.
Don't tell me there's been another murder.
Maybe.
No, it would have been better.
When Officer Gray died. Can you pull it up?
That dude's got such kind eyes. Look at him. What a nice dude.
Would you like me to go through these for you? Maybe I can find what you're looking for.
Thank you. I'm fine.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Could something have hit his head?
Like a weapon.
When you heighten contrast on skin edema, you pick up microlacerations, which can often show the shape of the object causing the injury. Kind of look like a diamond, doesn't it?
Wow. Oh, the cane. High points on the cane. Yeah, I get it. That dude's cane, that crooked guy. What's his name?
There's an empty oil drum right there, Pigpen.
Oil drum's cleaner than the river. Clearing chemicals what happened.
They have anything to do with animal feed?
EPA came through here years ago talking about how the geography makes the toxins settle here. You know what he did?
Nothing. Know why?
Got killed. Yeah.
So was this town.
So, Clearing Chemicals been out of business for years. There was a parent corporation.
Liner Industries. Joe wasn't the first federal agent he had killed.
Got a text from O'Coin. The CI's ready to meet.
Look at all the high points. Each one of those high points would have caused it.
Come to clean out your desk?
Son of a bitch!
Awesome. Oh, she is awesome.
I know that old bastard killed Gray.
And once you're in custody, they'll take you out like they tried to kill Reacher when they had him locked up. I gotta get you out of town.
Finley's truly part of the team. He's awesome.
This is Officer O'Coin. No, thank you.
She doesn't...
Big on contact.
Yeah, it's going to say no physical contact.
Why we gotta do this, man? This case is closed.
Don't worry about him. Unless he gets pissed at you, then worry about him.
Damn.
You can't bench me.
You benched yourself.
I got fired.
I'll stay put. I'll be back in 5.
Absolutely love her character. She is as tough as it gets.
Guard, what's up?
As far as MPD's concerned, we aren't even here. What about him?
I don't give a shit about you.
So if you don't kill cops, who does?
You find the Viking. You found your shooter.
Oh!
When a woman says she doesn't want to be touched, she doesn't want to be touched. You earned it.
We can go now. Some nice moves back there.
Better than the guy who taught him to me.
Roscoe used Teal's head as a punching bag.
I lost it.
No apologies, remember?
Picard just called, so I'm gonna take over.
What about the Tweed tornado? Boy Scouts gonna do an illegal search? Desperate times. Got a lead on a shooter who took out an EPA agent digging into Kleiner.
I need you to promise me that you're not going to take out Teal without me.
When the time comes, I'll hold him while you hit him.
Bye, Reacher.
Bye, Roscoe.
You like her? From how you said her name?
I said it normal.
Yeah.
We can't just walk right in.
No, we can't. Hey, what are you doing, man?
You gotta shoot him.
Hey, bro, hold on. They threatened to torch my family.
Just clear the weapon, man. He's driving with one hand. Clear the weapon, shoot him. Oh, he's actually a pansy.
Shoot you real quick. Fast step.
He can't even keep his shit together, and he's telling two trained people about what's going to go down. How do these guys be cops? And the drink. Guess they're going to have to move quick. Stay in the car and die, dude.
Take a deep breath.
Twilight dip.
You do not mess with the special investigators.
You do not mess with the special investigators.
Try these.
Kleiner forced that cop to kill us. Odds are he hired the Viking too. I'm gonna head back to Margrave. Gotta be shitting me. Do me a favor and walk away.
From the guys who killed your brother and tried to kill us? Right. See what I can find out about the Viking. I'll call you when I know more. Be safe, boss.
You too.
All right. Physical contact thing even extends to her close friends and everything. I guess it changes things up from just the normal interaction. Interesting that he's doing all this while he's in a suit. Didn't bother with something to cover his face, balaclava or something, nothing. It's another day at the office for him and he's in his office gear. It's good to see that he can get down and, you know, get his hands dirty when needed as well. Oh shit. Is that like his throat ripped out?
Guess you're not pulling all the strings, huh, Kleiner?
Wow. Yeah, well, so that was an interesting episode. Again, moving super fast. Forgot how much I love this show. They've got so many little aspects and details in there which make it really interesting to watch. One thing that really stood out for me, just amongst the characters, was Neely's aversion to physical contact. Apart from when she's beating the shit out of someone, she didn't even shake hands or anything with Reacher. She's come late into the season, and, you know, we don't know a whole lot about her yet, but that one particular detail they decided to put in is a way of defining a character, which is very interesting. Awesome to see Roscoe doing her thing. I love her character. She's just super tough. She'll just get in there. She's going to go and bulldoze through anything she can get through to do her mission, obviously, as we saw when she went to Teal, because he's a crooked son of a bitch. Finley is really just getting in there with the team, and, you know, he's 100% with them. The other character that surprised me was a pencil man. What's his name? Nana Boy. KJ. He had some fire in him. You could see there he took the slapping, and he was going to come back with a knife. Yeah, so it makes me think that there's a lot more to him than meets the eye. The little angry man there that's overconfident, and maybe he's got some fire, but obviously KJ's got a whole bit of fire of his own, which is, it's interesting to see that. You know, maybe he's more of a baddie than I originally thought. But yeah, good episode, guys. As usual, thanks for joining me to watch this, and thanks very much for your comments and feedback. I love hearing your thoughts about my reactions and about the show in general. Please keep those coming in. Put them down below. Give this video a thumbs up for me, please. I really appreciate it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me on this video. Until the next one, take it easy.